Testing.
Mic check, 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 mic. Bluebirds. Bluebird.
Hey everyone, I'm Gigi and this is Boone and we're Team Artsy Housewife. And we're getting ready for Nashville.
Oh, getting ready? Getting excited?
Marketplace.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's beautiful.
Market. Yes. So this is Flosstube number 14. It's February 15th. Yes. And we're going to start off by just showing you all of our releases. If you're on Instagram, you've seen them all. But if you're not on Instagram, it'll be new. And I think that it's better. A video is better than a picture.
Oh, cool. I have no opinions on the matter.
Yeah. So then my opinion stands as true.
It's the best one.
Okay. Let's start off with Bun Bun. And I was going to show you the cover first. But not that it matters here. Bun Bun. Go look for this. It's model stitched by Akshay Ragu on Atomic Ranch. I think it's Into the Woods. Thank you. But I'm going to read on the back to make sure. Into the Woods. And
it's just so cool.
This one is stitched on a 32 count with 2/2. And so like for size, it's like, he's not huge. And it's a mix of DMCs and over-dyed cotton threads.
Is the bunny himself full coverage? Wow.
Yeah.
Because it almost looks like one of his ears is see-through.
Like I know, right here, where like it.
Yeah. It's cool.
Yeah. So it's a fun one.
Yeah.
I think it's been pretty popular. I think the response has been pretty good.
Online, it sure seems to be.
Yeah.
Very exciting.
All right. So number 2. And these are in no particular order. This one is model stitched.
Ooh la la.
Baboon.
Who model stitched that?
Boone. I just said.
That's right.
It's called The Florist. And it's on Coffee by XJU Designs.
Well done.
Tell me, 40, 32. What did
32.
You did on 32. So it's 2/2 on 32. Pretty, maybe slightly larger than Bun Bun.
Yeah, but not as stitch heavy. It was a nice stitch. It was a lot of fun to stitch.
Yeah. Good. I'm glad it was.
Yeah, it's all DMCs except for the cap.
Yes.
And that variegation on that.
Yes.
Lobster claw was really, really fun because I think that was the first one. I did this over the summer. I think it was the first one where I had used a lot of variegation that wasn't my long dog. Because I don't have a lot of finishes except for the ones that are Artsy Housewife design.
Yeah, I know. Because I put you to work.
Yeah,
I do.
So that was my first experience with variegation. Really.
Yeah.
So
it turned out so good.
I still couldn't do the back stitching.
I did the back stitching.
Yeah.
It's just the whiskers and the eyes.
A little bit around some eyeliner.
Yeah, a little eyeliner. Let's make it pop. Okay. Number 3 is Summer Feels. Such a heavy frame. This is Summer Feels, model stitched by Cindy Lou. The fabric is Berry Crumble by Oak Studio. Oh, I have it right here.
Yeah.
Berry Crumble by Oak Studio Fabrics. Let me just double check that though before I just move on. Oak Crown Studios. What did I just say?
I wasn't listening.
Okay. And this is 32 count. I was on a 32 count kick.
Yeah, I guess so. Oh, the first 3 are 32?
Yeah. And
that's funny.
That's it. The rest aren't. But
okay.
But and this uses, I think, all over dyed, but different kinds. And Summer Feels. It's just meant to be very warm and summery.
Yeah, your fabric choices this summer
are fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're colorful.
Oh, they're really colorful. Really cool.
Yeah, that purple/blue.
It'll be interesting to find out what would a light. This is just a question. We didn't plan this. It's just a question.
Well, yeah.
What would light fabric choice do? Because I'm not yet at the point where I'm choosing my own fabrics.
Sure. It would. Let's see. If you did a light fabric, the only thing that might prove a problem would be the wings in the bumblebee.
Okay.
Or
might get lost.
They might, or the honeybee or whatever it is. They might get lost. You might want to do like a little outlining around it. But otherwise, I mean, you do a floss toss. You put your floss down on the fabric. If anything really, really recedes into the fabric, then you
swap it.
You can. You have to then look and see, well, is it by itself or is it encased in darker floss colors, in which case you could get rid of it.
Right.
But I think that this would look really good. I think this would look great on like coffee by Exchange Designs, the one that the florist is on. Because I think that color is such a nice, just neutral. It's just so neutral.
It's kind of dark though.
But it is kind of dark.
Mm-hmm.
It is kind of dark. But the neutrality of the fabric, I think, would play really fun with the really bright colors.
Cool.
But this is just on fire.
Oh my God. No, this is beautiful.
Colors.
Yeah. No, it's amazing.
Yeah.
Really
okay. Cool. Okay.
It's been really fun. I've been watching some of the shops review her stuff, and I was watching one lady. I can't remember who she was, what the shop was, but she was looking at hers, and she pulled one of yours up, and she just became speechless. She couldn't like. She was struggling to adequately describe it.
That's nice.
And I think it was actually
this one.
That one.
This is Pretty Things. I'm going to show you. I'll just show you the real thing. Yeah. This is Pretty Things, and it's model stitched by Jessica Merriweather, and
it's amazing.
It's big. It's the biggest one I've ever made.
Yeah.
But, so I'm just going to get closer so you can actually. I feel like on the cover, I had a problem really adequately showing it because it's like it's just so big you can't even really see the details.
Yeah,
I don't know if you guys can see the details now with the way I'm moving it. Is that
that's
good?
way better? Yeah.
All right. Okay, but
it's just so.
And
pretty.
this whole thing is stitched with Roxy Flosco flosses on a Roxy fabric. What is it?
Dirty porcelain.
Dirty porcelain.
32 count.
Oh my gosh! Another 32 count. Oh, how funny!
That's so funny.
I was on a kick.
Yeah.
I like all. I don't know. I mean, I'm with 30. I like 32 count with 2 floss threads. I think the coverage is really good.
Yeah. She did a good job stitching
36 count. I kind of prefer with 2 floss threads, which is kind of jamming them in there, but you get better coverage that way.
I don't think I've done anything on 36.
Yeah, I don't. I feel like most people kind of don't like it, so I don't send that off to my model stitchers to do because I think most people are like frustrated with that.
There's some interesting variegation in some of these flosses, like in the flowers.
Yeah.
It's light, but it's there for sure.
Yeah.
This is just one of those that I can just look at forever.
Yeah. I think it's so pretty, and it's outside of my usual. It's as traditional as I'm going to get, probably.
I mean, look at that border. It's almost just one line.
I know.
Your borders.
My borders. It's small for me, right?
Right.
But it's classy.
No, it is. It is absolutely stunning. Very, 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 very pretty.
Cool. Okay. Well, I think
it's not going to work.
I think this one's your favorite, though.
It is. I know.
And this is.
And I knew it the moment it came back in the mail.
Yeah, I know you did. You did. I think it was the first.
It was the first thing that came back.
First one that came.
I've been waiting a long time.
Mm-hmm. This is model stitched by April Farnham, and it is a study in garden fairies. So kind of in my study butterfly / moth.
It's
series.
Words left me. No, it is. To me, this is so beautiful. It's because it's got a more nature color palette.
Oh, definitely.
And that flower and the simple stem coming up.
Yeah.
I mean, I just think it's amazing.
That's nice.
It's absolutely my favorite thing that you've done. And I mean,
it's nice.
Yeah. It's on 40 count Mocha by Weeks Dye Works.
40 count Mocha by Weeks Dye Works. So I got 140. No, I have 2 40s. The one you stitched, the last one.
Oh, our very last one. I mean, it seems like we kind of didn't give Garden Fairies its due, but
oh, did you want to?
Y'all will. Yeah, it's stunning. It's absolutely my favorite.
I love it too.
Yeah,
I know. Yeah. I'm excited.
So,
okay.
Anyway, this was part of a collaboration. It's part of what's the
X Stitch the Rainbow.
X Stitch the Rainbow.
It's called All the Stars.
Yeah.
And it's the one that has some pretty, let's say, outside of my norm rules. 60 by 60 or under.
With 4 different flosses.
With 4 flosses that you have to use. And that is, for one thing, I like a little more color when I have the flexibility, and I also, as you know, generally go a lot bigger. So,
right. Easily the smallest you've ever designed, right?
Definitely, definitely. This was a challenge, but I think it came out pretty cool. I really like the sort of way of so I finished it to be a scissor mat. Now, please do not judge me on my sewing.
Judge her on the designing.
Judge him on the stitching because it's amazing. My finishing, this is hobby. This is not, I'm not, this is like, I'm just having a good time. I'm not professional. Yeah. I'm not professional at that, but I like it as a scissor mat. It's weird, like, and I wonder, and I think this will come across on the screen. These colors are glowy on the screen. Do you think they're that glowy? Are they that glowy in person? Are they a little bit more muted?
I think they're a little bit more muted.
Let's see if I hold it back a bit. That's still glowy.
Yeah.
Well.
So one thing that I would have done differently is that I did up and down. I did vertical in the blue, the purple of the house, and then horizontal in the roof, and the variegation shows that. But what I've never done before is a circle stitching in the moon. So it's got like a hole or a crater.
The variegation is fun.
Yeah.
Variegation.
We call it. Is that a throwback?
I don't know.
Callback?
I still don't know what's right. I still don't know.
Yeah.
But it's kind of a fun little size.
Yeah. No, it took me a couple days to do. Yeah. I think I got it done in a weekend. I couldn't do the backstitched stars. I did that. I know. I don't know why. I've done backstitching on one pattern before.
Yeah.
And
it's funny because so it's just lines. It's like, starburst sort of backstitching.
I just couldn't make them match what you wanted in the pattern.
Well, see, and I think that was your entire problem, because what I did is I just stitched it first on here. And then I put it in the pattern the way I stitched it.
That's cheating.
But I'm the designer, so I can do that. I
guess you can.
So probably part of your problem was that you just weren't.
I couldn't conceptualize it though. Like visually, the way it was sitting, I just couldn't get there.
Yeah.
There's a theory in not a theory, but a visuospatial and executive function. It's a brain process that we all have, and when you get dementia, it goes down. And one of the tests that we do with that is it's called a clock drawing. Yeah, and you can learn a lot about that.
I've seen them.
Some wacky ones. De-identified, of course. But I just could not turn it over in my mind, because you gave me a pattern the first time when I tried, and I just couldn't turn it. I just couldn't turn it in space.
Yeah.
However that is. We got a little technical. Sorry. A little technical.
Yeah. It's obviously just it's a you problem.
Yeah, and that's why we turned it over to the designer to stitch it and then design it, stitch it and then draw it.
And then draw it.
All right.
I cheated, but I can. So when you get the pattern, it's going to look just like this, because I charted it to look just like this.
Right. It's also part of the. It's also when you buy the floss. It's if you buy the 20 yard skeins.
Yes.
then you can stitch a bunch of the different patterns that come. There's like 22 different designers.
Yep. Yeah.
I have forgotten them. I've forgotten them all. Only one I remember is Kathy Barrick. Blueberry. No, I can't remember.
Counting Puddles.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Abby from Top Knot did one.
I
saw Abby's today.
Yes. I've seen so many Nashville releases at this point. I can't remember quite who did what.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, as it does happen to everyone.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that.
There's so much. There's so much
good
to choose
stuff
from.
that comes out. I mean, I think cross stitchers must save their money for this time of the year because how can you say no?
Right.
Is that everything? Oh, I was just going to show.
Oh, and then we're also re-releasing.
We're general releasing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you've seen this. Y'all seen this, but this is also going to be at Nashville as a paper pattern. So it'll head to shops, and you don't if you're not a Patreon type and you've been waiting, or if you're just a paper pattern type, because my Patreon is digital, PDF only, then you can get your paper pattern.
But I will tell you, we love you. We love y'all so much. All of y'all, in fact.
Every one of them?
Every one of them. Okay. That she split the pattern into.
Oh, that's right.
So that there's 3 options.
Yeah.
There's the full, and then just the crow, and then just the skull. Yeah. And I love you so much that I have packaged a book.
Yeah.
Of
it's
of
a lot
patterns.
of pages.
It's a lot of pages.
When you suddenly have 3 patterns.
Yeah.
It's a lot of pages.
Yeah.
So we had to. It's not even. Can't even fold them. It's so
easily.
We can't.
So they're flat. They're flat. It's our first one that's a full page. We didn't put it in the book because I don't know how to do that.
Okay, where are we? Okay, all right, we're back. Joanne was
alerting us. She was alerting us to something.
And that's it. That can be. I know that when I watch Flosstube videos and a dog barks, it alerts my dog, and so.
We just don't want to alert
in order to not alert any of your dogs, we'll just cut that right out. She's completely chilled out now.
Oh, yeah. Back to sleep.
Yeah. So we're going to move on. That was Nashville.
That was Nashville.
Starts.
Next probably is, should we do Patreon?
Patreon is
next. At least our agenda says Patreon is next. Should we throw everything to the wind, or should we do? I don't care.
So Patreon. Oh, you were going to talk about how Patreon has changed for Apple users.
So we got an email, and this has been a change about 6 months in the making, where Apple is charging. This is going to be super brief. Apple is charging 30% to Patreon users for not using Apple Pay, something or other. I don't know the technical details. Mm-hmm. What I know, or what I think I know, is that I would recommend that if you are going to sign up for a Patreon,
anyone's Patreon. This is site-wide Patreon.
Yeah, they didn't migrate us over. They started in November, but they didn't migrate us over until just this last 2 weeks ago or something like that. So for new members only, it's not for existing, but for new members, I would just suggest signing up on a regular old laptop and computer or on a Android phone, and not signing up with any kind of Apple ID or through Apple Pay or anything like that.
It'll just be 30% more expensive if you do, and they won't. It's like, I don't know. They don't tell you that that's why it's 30% more expensive. Right. So if you're on an Apple device and you try and sign up, you won't know that you're paying more for being an Apple user. It's just simply the price listed is different than the price listed on someone who has an Android or a PC or just something that's not an Apple product. And
I think you can still access it through an Apple device, but I would just think that I would recommend signing up in a different way.
Borrow your friend's Android device, sign up, your kid. And then you can just access it whenever on it. It's just a sign up. It's just a sign up situation. Okay.
Enough of that.
Good. So
shake off the bad mojo. That was a slow shake. I don't know.
Sultry. What else?
Oh, that's a good way to reframe it.
Thank
that's
you.
Good.
What else did we want to say? So
Patreon.
The 15th.
The 15th.
So
Boone's birthday bird
Boone's
sampler.
bad birthday bird sampler is up for tier 4 right now. And so picture inserted.
Right
Right
here.
Okay. Fantastic.
Yeah. So I'll
oh, just put all
yeah, I'll put all of
there.
them up. So I'll start with the bird sampler.
Yeah. And then there's
1, 2, 3. I'm
no,
it's good.
Okay. And then there's Vern.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Vern. People are loving Vern too.
And I love Vern. And then there's Cold Feet.
The owl.
Yep.
On the owl on the roof.
Yep.
So go ahead.
Oh, I think that was it. Go ahead. Ooh.
You haven't seen it. I've been stitching like mad on this.
So he's stitching on 40 count Coffee Stain by XJU Design. No, Coffee Stain by Cedar River Linen.
Mm-hmm.
So nice.
Isn't it? So I started up in the corner, and these colors. I'll be honest. I was kind of skeptical. I was kind of skeptical about the colors because to me the colors are kind of muted, and I was looking for something bright and explosive.
But okay, you say that. But
I do say that.
But then
we do a floss toss.
Well, you just look at these,
and we see all that. There's so much
bright these. So the thing is that there's touches of bright that glow because they're next to the muted colors.
Yeah. And so the other thing is too, like when I'm stitching, sometimes I can only see what's right in front of my face. And I think that's would make me a terrible designer, is because my executive function and kind of grabbing the whole picture is poor.
Yeah.
I'm a chop wood that's right in front of me. I don't know how to chop down a forest.
No. Sure.
You know. So I'm glad to be married to you, to get my very own design, my very own pattern. Because it's just so much fun, and I can't wait to get to the other pyramids. Also, I want to get to the birds next. I think I'm going to travel down.
Yeah, so it's Vern and Steve.
Oh, is it? I didn't know Steve's name.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because you pulled some of the features from my sampler into the tiers 2 and 3.
Yeah. So Vern is, I think, the one on the right side. Because Vern, I'm pretty sure Vern is the one from the right side, and then Steve is on the left side.
Okay, maybe I'll put another picture up so we can reference that.
Okay,
we'll see. But anyway, so that also is my start too. So it's a Patreon release.
Yeah.
But this is also a new start that I had, and it's beautiful, but it's stitch heavy, and it's stitching the pyramid is so much fun. I just kind of get lost in it.
I was thinking, so. For people, if anybody takes me up on this challenge and stitches this, because it is kind of big and there's a lot of stitching, but I think it's really beautiful. When it comes to these pyramids right here, there's 4 of them. And I was thinking, as I was designing this would be a perfect place if you were adventurous enough not to totally follow the pattern. Just the zigzags could be whatever floss you had left over from something else you were like you're stitching.
Fun.
You're stitching an element, and then you get your stitching done on that element, but you still have like half a thread left. You could do a zigzag with that thread, and then in the end, see what you got.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool.
That's how I would probably do it, because I'm I don't know. I have an economist. I have an economistic. Funny. I don't know. I'm a cheapskate. I don't like to throw away thread.
I throw it away when it irritates me.
I don't like to throw it away. And yet though, I don't do Ort jar things. No. I just want to use it. I don't want it as a, in a jar. I want it
you're economical.
I am very economical.
That's what you're trying
That's
to say.
what I am.
Yeah. It just in person, this yellow pops so much on the black of the bottom of the pyramid. So.
I do. I love the color combo that's going on.
Oh yeah. And on the other side, it's reversed, where it's got more blues. But I can't even see the other side because I'm all just brainy focused on that.
Yeah. So cool. So,
and you talked about, I think in your Patreon post, you talked about if you want to change the size up, you can get rid of the border.
Yep. There's an outer border that could just be gone, because there's an inner border that may or may not go around the whole thing. I actually can't remember, but the outer border could be eliminated if you were like, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
You could also just take pieces out. You could take elements out and just do it, just make little cushions or make, it's like the long alphabet could be turned into a drum.
Oh yeah, I thought that was a cool suggestion.
And
so that's that alphabet.
These two here, these little tableaus are, this one is full. And this one might as well be full
right
coverage. There's a lot of stitching there.
Yeah.
But they could be really, really beautiful little pillows, I think.
Yeah. And then, of course, in the alphabet, she's highlighted my initials.
Yeah. So highlight your own.
So highlight your own,
Yeah.
So, I don't know. Just very excited.
Yeah.
Very excited.
Cool.
So, anyway.
Okay.
So that's Patreon. Anything else about Patreon, but other crazy exciting news.
Oh, that's right. PNWS, Pacific Northwest Stitch Summit 2025. It's at Acorns and Threads in Portland, Oregon. And it is happening September 12th through the 14th of this year. And I'm one of the 2 guest designers. Woo! Me and Krista West of Avlea Designs. Oh, it's Avlea. Folk art or designs? We'll put it down here.
Okay.
Probably both. But Krista West and I will be doing the, he just brought me a bottle of wine. I'm okay. And the tickets go on sale soon. Let me see. You wrote it down.
Mm-hmm.
February 27th. So I think you need to sign up for the newsletter to get the notification or something.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of how I understood it. Sign up for the newsletter. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you could just go on the website and buy it. I'm not sure. I'm kind of new in general. I've been to one stitch retreat, and it was last year's PNWS.
Yeah.
So
was it fun?
It was super fun.
Mm-hmm.
It was super fun. It was exhausting. It's really funny. Like, I don't know. It's just, it's funny because there's all kinds. There's introverts, there's extroverts, there's groups of friends, there's just singles, that come. There's all kinds. But are
you as distracted by the snoring dog behind us as I am?
No, I was actually distracted by a fly, but
okay.
Now I'm going to hear this.
Yeah, no joke.
But everyone finds a place, everyone finds a place. And it's kind of like join as you want, if you've never been to a stitch retreat, and actually, since I've only been to one, I can't attest to others, but they probably don't force you into things. I know at PNWS, they they just have stuff that kind of happens all throughout the day. Mm-hmm. Just join when you want to, join when you feel like it, take breaks, take walks, go. It's at the embassy. I think embassy suites.
Oh,
right?
Embassy suites, not at
the
U.S.
embassy. That's a big deal. It's at the embassy suites, and they have, it's pretty nice. They've got, workout facilities, pools.
Oh, that's sweet.
Like, lots of, breakfasts.
Yeah.
Free buffet breakfasts that were big. We're not talking bagels, really good stuff. Good stuff.
Bagels and muffins.
Good food.
Little tiny muffins.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
They did actually have tiny muffins and bagels, but so much more.
I get to go be a helper.
Yeah.
I get to show up and be emotional support.
Yeah. Yep. And because, should we just mention it?
Let's go ahead.
Because we're moving back to our hometown of Portland at the end of the summer.
It's a big deal.
It's a big deal.
It's a big deal.
And so we'll be about 1 month fresh back into Portland when we do the retreat.
Mm-hmm.
But
pray for us.
We've done so many of these big moves.
Yeah, we have.
It's almost like we like it.
From Texas to Oregon. It's going to be pretty crazy.
Yeah, we did Oregon to Texas. It'll just be in reverse.
I'm not driving. No, I'm driving reverse the whole way.
Yeah. So
So we don't know what that means.
So sign up.
Yeah, sign up for Pinwis.
Come.
See if we're content or if we're frazzled.
Oh well.
We'll be professional.
We'll be professionally frazzled.
Yeah.
That's okay. All right, let's move on. Let's talk about my start. We're just gonna go into fun.
Yeah.
Nashville, Pinwis. That's heavy stuff. Now
it didn't feel heavy until the gravity of the move is sinking in.
Yeah, well, it's gonna be fun.
No, it's gonna be absolutely. I mean, it's going home.
Mm-hmm.
It just feels right. There's nothing I would trade about being out here in Texas.
Yeah, well, we haven't lived in Portland for 10 years.
Yeah, it's been a long
time. Took 10 years to just sow those wild oats.
Is that what we were doing?
I thought it would be more exciting, to be honest.
Me too.
To sow wild oats. Just paying mortgages and whatnot.
This is when we grew up the most.
Down jobs.
10 years. Last time we were in Oregon, I mean, we were fools.
This is true, though. You know what? We've done a lot of maturing in 10 years. Okay, what I've started, this has been kitted up for me for a while, but I started the big cat sampler by GGR Designs, or GGR. Did she just call herself GGR? Yeah, by GGR, yep. Which, by the way, is also my name.
She had it first, I think.
Well, in the cross stitch world, she had it way first.
Certainly.
Way first. Oh, actually, she's probably older than me, too, because she's been doing these patterns forever. Okay. Actually, I don't know how long. She has a million patterns out there, as I say, hyperbolically. But I do wonder how long she's been doing it.
So, I don't know. But this GGR, I went through and did some math.
This GGR is in this GGR?
Yeah. Okay. So we had our 2-year anniversary sale in early January. Mm-hmm. And so I don't know if y'all know this, but at the end of Nashville, Gigi will have produced 48 patterns for general release. Mm-hmm. 48 in 2 years.
Just pretty much double that if you count.
And she's had 30 Patreon releases.
See? I've been busy.
I mean, to have 48 stitched models. Mm-hmm. I mean, it to me, it's just mind blowing.
Imagine when they're done doing their work. Because right now, our stitched models, they're always on display somewhere. Mm-hmm. If they're not on display, it's only for a minute. So we don't bother finding a place on the wall. Eventually, they go out again when the season kicks up.
Right now, they're out with Amy and Memory Baker in South Carolina.
Mm-hmm. But eventually, I mean, I've been doing it for 2 years. So like a 2-year-old model it's still selling. It's not done.
Right.
But eventually people, move on, it's like, that's an old one. And that will be really fun. I'm just looking forward to that. I don't know.
When we have our brick and mortar.
I think a little brick and mortar would be so fun. Mm-hmm. I would never be an Acorns and Threads level.
No.
I mean, that's heady. That would take an analytical mind that, well, I guess you probably have, but it sounds like stress to me.
Yeah, there's a lot. I imagine that Janine is able to handle a lot of details.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, she handles the stress like a champ.
Yeah.
No, I'm talking like a little room with a little couch. A little coffee bar.
Like a coffee bar isn't a Keurig?
No, I would get one of them fancy Italian
would you?
thingamajigs.
I did. I worked at coffee shops on and off for 10 years. That's where we met. Was at the coffee shop that I worked at.
Yeah.
And so
free coffee.
Yeah. You had free coffee for a very long time. Yeah. That's true.
Yeah.
So
I'm going to show you. So I
What's
am stitching this on. It's a XJU Design 40 count morning coffee.
When did you start that?
I don't know.
You've gotten so much.
You're going to be able to see through that.
Done.
So it hasn't been very long. Here, hang on. Sorry, everyone. There. Nope. You still can't see it.
I have a
How about
thing
that?
here.
That's better.
We forgot our foam cord.
That's better. I know I didn't bring any foam core. It goes right to there. Okay. Age 28, which I think is kind of funny because usually
She was 28?
Yeah, usually these things are like 12-year-olds or 8-year-olds. Girl's 28. She's just rocking it.
Starting a new hobby.
What I love is, okay, so the colors are about half called for, half my own, because this fabric is definitely darker than what it's charted for, as you can see. I mean, that's the original.
That's a light fabric.
That's a light fabric. Okay. But the other half, she's got the same colors, but lighter or darker. I didn't, no super creative stuff, except this lime green right here. That's Roxy Flosco Peridot. And it's supposed to be like a medium green. I don't remember which one it was, but it's like a medium green color. Like a
Christmas tree?
No, it was like, oh gosh. I don't have it on here. But it was basically, what I'm going to say is it was so boring on this fabric because it was the same tone. And then because it didn't have enough oomph, it didn't have enough, I should know the technical words for this, but enough like color to it. It was sort
of
intensity? It was a muted medium green. That was lame. And so I went lime. So that's my big creative.
Well, it certainly pops.
That's my big and I love that deer. I know I'm a terrible showman, but I love this deer. It's lime green. Lime green with white polka dots.
It looks like it's wearing a vest.
I know, and it looks insane. And keep in mind, it was green. It was a green.
Yeah, that
was a green deer.
Yeah, no, it truly is. I mean,
that was a green deer. I just made it limier, but I love it.
Fun.
Anyways, I think it's super fun. It's an interesting style. It's just I've never done one like this before. It's lots of tiny little things, and then it has a couple big things. Like it has a big windmill, which is the next thing I'm going to get to.
Yeah.
And then of course it has this enormous walrus look like.
Bears.
That's not a bear.
What is it?
It's a cat.
It's the big cat in the big cat sampler.
It's the big cat in the big cat sampler, which I'm excited to get to.
A bear.
Yeah, it's fun.
With a bow tie.
Does it have a bow tie? Well, it's probably it is a bow tie, isn't it?
That's absolutely a bow tie. Look at
that. I think it looks like a walrus. I don't know. I love it.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah. So
well, there's that.
That's my start.
That's that start. I've got two starts. I don't know why. I think what happened was, so when it's Nashville season, all I do is fold. Mm-hmm. I just fold and fold and keep folding and then fold some more. I watch a lot of The Bachelor. Hell's Kitchen has been on tap. A little bit of High Potential. Sometimes I listen to music.
He watches the things Milo and I won't watch.
Because they also won't help me fold and stuff patterns. So we all have our duties though, so it's fine. And so my printer ran out of ink. But this is I don't know who did it.
Witchy. Gosh.
Mama Witch.
That's it. Mama Witch.
Mama Witch cross stitch. It's called Whale Fields. I'm gonna put this up here, but I'll probably at the same time because the printer's running out of ink.
It's not
so
the right
I'll insert a photo. I already saved it. But it's a big old whale with a whole bunch of little motifs and everything. And I don't know. I think I was resenting the idea that I was having to fold patterns, and so I needed to start something new. So this is what I've gotten done.
But that's on a 40 count, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, it's gonna be so small and cute.
Yeah, it will. So that's the middle. I'm a middle starter on this one. Those are two different shades of blue. Are we losing light?
Yeah, the rain just started.
No.
The thunder's probably right behind it.
Okay. Well, we'll see how this goes.
I was looking to look at the count. It's 120 by 140 stitches. That's more than I thought it would be.
Yeah, it's because like what I've done is just not very big.
Yeah.
So.
But it's good. I love as you saw the mock-up.
Right
I love this little image.
It's got an octopus in it.
Yeah. I think Mama Witch Egg Stitch does some really cute stuff.
There's mushrooms on the tail.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
I like it.
Yeah.
Cute stuff.
My other start, you have no starts, right?
That was my start.
You have no other starts?
I didn't put my floss in with this is what happens.
My next start is a tribute start. So Jean Lee died. She passed away on January 30th or 31st. And, we met her in Nashville last year. And
that was our first and only time that we met her.
Yeah, or even really interacted. I think that we interacted by email with some of the people from her shop. Shannon, I'm not sure. But what was crazy was when she came in to our room, it's really true what everybody was saying on the interwebs is that she really made you feel like you were the only person there.
Yeah, she had a great
it was great. It was more than eye contact because it wasn't like
not creepy.
No, not creepy at all.
Really, because sometimes
really sweet.
We know those people too, but no, she was like attentive.
Yeah.
Just an attentive.
And we talked about,
person.
Needing to visit the attic because it's such an institution. And
I know.
And I think she knew because what she said was, you better hurry up.
I know.
You better come by.
I know. And I'm like, we're in the South, but like, it's not, we're basically Louisiana.
Yeah.
Like it's where we are in Texas.
It's like 12 hours across Texas.
It's kind of far.
Yeah.
So we never made it, and we haven't made it yet.
Yeah. And in the last video, in our last Flosstube, I think I was complimenting Anna from Curious Crafters.
Mm-hmm.
I was calling her crazy for stitching on 56 count.
56.
Because it's nuts. Because I tried on my birthday sampler. I started that one on a 46 count.
46.
On a 46, and I gave up. I got frustrated, and I couldn't do it because there's 36,000 stitches in my birthday sampler.
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot to be frustrated the whole time.
Is that really 36,000?
36,000. You didn't know that?
My program doesn't give me a total number of stitches.
Oh yeah, no. Markup did.
Yeah.
On my iPad. 36,000 stitches. It's a commitment. I don't know if it's going to be ready
challenge.
I don't know if it's going to be ready. It's a commitment like marriage. There's a lot of benefits from it, Yeah. But and Anna had commented that I will be stitching on 56, and I told her that she was a liar.
I don't remember you calling her a liar.
Oh, in the comments.
Oh, you told her.
I was nice. I hope Anna was.
Oh, because Anna said that you. I thought. Okay, now I'm up to date. I thought she said that she was going to stitch on 56 count, and you called her a liar in the, in the comments.
No, I called her a liar because she said I was going to. Those were dirty lies. I will never stitch on 56.
Okay. Yeah.
However, all of the tributes, almost all of them, said that Jean was such an advocate and a teacher and a believer in you that you could stitch on 56 with silk. And it just touched me because that's such a positive way to get someone to do something that's hard. And, hard stuff, speaking in public is hard, but we learn how to do that. And sometimes showing up to work every day is hard. And we learn how to do that too.
Yeah.
And not just because we have to, but because it's a pleasure. So having said all of that, I made a start on 56 count in honor of Jean. And I picked a sampler that I liked. It's a brand new sampler. It's called Sampler Seasons by Emily Pengelly. And it's summer.
Blueberry Ridge.
I
was just going to look. Are you sure it's brand new? I thought I've seen this around.
You said it's 25, right?
No, that's the other one. This is 2024. This was last year's. 2025 is the one you got for your patient.
Oh, okay, cool. Thanks. I guess that's another start. So this and the silk. Gigi picked the silk. So this is the silk, and she had some.
Is it what kind of? It's Avera Soie.
Yeah, Averswa. And this is Weeks Dye Works linen. What is it?
Weeks Dye Works. It's literally the color linen.
Oh, it's the color linen.
Yeah.
And so I got a bird and half a house done on this sampling. And I've got a thread tail, a floss tail. I apologize.
Sure. Right.
But it's funny because it's not as hard as I thought it was going to be when I've got my Q-snap all stretched nice and tight. And I can count the threads with magnification. You know, I can do it.
Yeah. Yeah. I had to put mine. I have a 56 count that I'm working on, and I have to keep mine on the
frame.
On the scroll bar frame, just to keep it tight enough. Because I'm an in-hand stitcher, and it's funny. I know Anna is an in-hand stitcher.
Oh, she's a superhero.
Does she in-hand stitch 56?
I mean, if she does, she's a superhero. I take all my liarness, all of it back.
That's crazy. Anna. That's crazy.
I don't know if she is or not. I don't know if she stitches 56 in hand or not.
I don't know.
But,
I don't know. We should ask.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's it's my memorial start or my honor start, whatever. I think Jean's. I was really positively impacted by Jean.
Totally.
She was really sweet.
Totally.
So.
Yeah, someone to emulate for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's hard because specifically like at Nashville, that's probably where we get the most interaction with people.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
I've got my patients I see every day, and the employees that I work, the colleagues that I work with at the nursing home, but like,
I don't even have that.
Yeah. You've got me. You can practice on me.
You and Milo.
And Joanne.
My
dog. But I mean, in Nashville, it's like, we see so many LNS owners coming in, and it's like to give them the kind of attention that Jean gave us. I mean, we'd have a line out the door, which would be an amazing problem. But
it's true. That's true.
But you're right. It's something to emulate. She's somebody to emulate for sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, I think I have 1, 2, 3. I have 4 whips. What you got?
I have 3.
I have it's over here.
Oh, okay. I have 3.
You want me to go first?
Yes, please.
Okay. This one's awesome because I rededicated myself to flowers. I don't know if I showed this last time or not.
I think this looks so good.
I mean, she's kind of lying. Most of it looks good.
No, it looks good. I'm not lying in the slightest.
Oh, okay. Well, this is Boomerang. It's done by Boomerang Studio, Boomerang Stitches, and it's called My Flowers. And last time I had kind of, I think Gigi picked the colors for this, right?
No, the colors are called for.
Oh, they're called for. Okay. Well, I had done like this was all done. This was done. No, over here, this was done. And then I was having a lot of problems with this flower over here. And then I got the stem and then half of that one done. But what's funny is, like, I was having so many problems. So this is the progress that I made, which is awesome.
Now, last time we did a Flosstube and you showed this.
Yeah.
We agreed that you were doing this on a 40 count because you were using 1 thread.
That's true.
That's the funny story.
Yeah.
This is not 40 count. This is 32 count.
It's 32. And everything else is done in
2
over 2, except for this guy.
Yeah. Because you forgot.
I finally
But it's so funny because this is the same color as that, but it doesn't look like it's the same color.
It's not the same color.
What?
It's not the same color. You're crazy.
I am.
Yeah, no, it's not the same color at all.
Oh, well, then you're fine.
Yeah. No, it's just, so you can see, I mean, I'm calling it my Amish flower because it is clearly, the coverage is not as good. But I've stitched that flower 3 times and I refuse to stitch it a 4th.
No, it's good. I love it. I love the colors on the fabric.
And this, I mean, I will say the stitching on this last yellow and blue gray one.
Yeah.
The stitching, I think I do a good job on the stitching.
Oh, yeah.
It looks really good.
Yeah. Yeah. It looks good.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, it's fun. It's fun. I've had a lot of fun with it. But yes, it's definitely, so it's 32 count Pumpkin King? Pumpkin King. Okay.
Atomic Ranch.
Yep. And then these are all of the colors, which are repeated. Usually there's a flower that is in the stem, and then or if it's a stem, then it's a flower in another one.
Right.
So
Yeah.
she did it's just a really fun design.
Mm-hmm.
She did a good job.
Oh, definitely.
She's got a whole bunch of new bird stuff out.
I know.
Boomerang Stitches.
She's a bird freak.
Yeah, but she acknowledges it though. I think in one of her
is bird
either
nerd.
in a floss, either in a Flosstube or on Instagram.
Yeah,
she acknowledges it.
Yeah.
Which is it's good to have self-awareness.
I like birds too. Actually, I design a lot of birds.
You do.
You
do. Vern's pretty popular.
Vern. Okay, what have I got? Here's a whip. Let's see what it is. Okay, so I'm going to have you insert a picture because it's on this is a digital pattern. So will you insert a picture of Love Thy Neighbor by Modern Folk Embroidery?
Yeah.
The flosses, I pulled a bunch of browns and I'm doing it on Overcast 40 Count by Cedar River Linen.
What a fun name.
Mm-hmm. This is Caroline.
I know it's my fault. I get Jeffrey and Jeremy confused, and I get Caroline and Carolyn confused.
Caroline at Evertote is hosting a stitch along. Love Thy Neighbor stitch along on Instagram, and so here's where I've gotten so far. There you go. So
so cool.
Last time I just had that middle medallion done. It says Love Thy Neighbor. And so
you've done the stuff above it?
Stuff above it I did in the last couple.
So pretty.
Last, 4 weeks or something?
Yeah. It's interesting. It almost looks gray.
Yeah. Well, so because it's all going to just be different shades of brown, they'll all start to look like something other than brown.
Uh-huh. Oh, interesting.
As your eye, it's like
really.
I mean, that's my experience.
Well, you're the color genius.
That's my experience. So when you have like when it's all just like tone on tone or whatever you call that, when it's like it's all one color but they're slightly different, suddenly your eye will differentiate them more. So then you're like, well, that's great. That's purple.
Oh.
That's silver. That's yellow. That one's kind of green. Like, you know what I mean? I don't know.
Yeah, for me, it's either, black or chartreuse.
Yeah, I'm just showing you. I'm not showing them. But yeah, black or chartreuse?
No.
What are you talking about?
I don't know.
I like chartreuse.
Yeah, it's a fallback. I don't know what actually it is. It's a red one, right?
Nope. That's puce.
Every time. I never know it.
I know. Chartreuse is a green.
Joanne's enjoying her afternoon nap.
She's so peaceful.
Well, it's lovely to have her snoring instead of farting.
No, she doesn't. She does them concurrently. It's not like one turns off and the other one turns on. So
at the last Flosstube, not that I was embarrassed, but I was motivated. Because I've had almost all my finishes have been Artsy Housewife finishes. Because sometimes I'm more motivated by finishing that for sale than I am.
Well, because there's deadlines.
Yeah.
There's actual deadlines.
So I pulled this out and I said, this is Ruskin's Penguins. Yeah. By Modern Folk Embroidery.
Yeah.
And this is this red?
Oh, I don't remember.
Well, before, so at the last filming, I didn't have the outer border done, and I almost finished this. This almost was a full finish, except I couldn't get all the way down. And so but I am super proud. I put at least 1 or 2 threads in every single day. I mean, for almost the whole time.
Yeah.
But I'm going to tell you that I saw on Instagram, and it was the something stitcher. I'm going to insert a photo right here. She did it in red.
What in red?
She did Ruskin's Penguins in red fabric.
Oh, on red fabric.
It's stunning.
I bet.
It looks so good.
Sure.
Sure. Oh, I wish I remembered her name.
Well, just put it up later.
I know. You want to make conversation?
Do you want me to just pull out another?
I just feel like
Okay.
I just want to show you.
I'm going to move on to another.
Oh, wait, no, I found it.
Oh.
Look at that.
Yeah, well, just the beginning. But you know what's weird is like, it's very Christmassy. Show the people. You've probably inserted a picture.
I did, but
okay.
here's another one.
Yeah. It suddenly takes on a real holiday vibe.
Yeah. Yeah, but I was just so impressed. And that's the Feisty Stitcher on Instagram.
Fiesty.
Fiesty?
Oh, it's feisty.
Oh. I don't know. I'm on camera. I can't make decisions that quick like that.
Okay. Moving on, though. Where was I at? I'm pulling out the exact same one all over again. Hang on a second.
Well, I've got your other big one over here.
All right. We'll pull that out in just a sec. Hang on.
Okay.
I'm going to do this one. Okay. This is this one is called Hannah Sanderson, 1849.
Mm-hmm.
And
so huge.
Yeah. And I'm doing it on I think it's actually an 18 count, not a 16 count. Because I put the sticker in my pattern so that I would, and I find it when I'm off camera.
Right.
Oh, I wrote it
18
down.
count.
18 count cappuccino by Picture This Plus is the fabric. And I'm using 2 threads. And I have been working down to get to the fun part. So
all the motifs.
I certainly don't mind. I really don't mind stitching letters. But
you've told me in the past you love it because it's like,
well, it's enjoyable. No, it's enjoyable.
Yeah.
But this is a lot of letters, and so I got really kind of about letters, and so I went all the way down one side to get to the motifs. I just started the motifs. That's a pretty flower.
Oh, that is pretty. It's hard when you look at the picture because the fabric is so ancient.
Oh, I know.
It's hard for me to kind of see.
I know
how beautiful it can be.
Yeah, so right there. Nope.
Oh, okay. Well, good job.
So I'm getting down there, and I haven't
stitching.
I haven't even quite finished.
Is that 2?
2 threads.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So getting my way down there. It's going to start getting a little more exciting.
Oh, neat.
Yeah. I don't even know what this thing says.
It's a hymn.
I'm just stitching the words. As you can see, I'm not even stitching them in a line. So I don't know what it says, but
So it says, do you want me to read it?
Oh, okay, sure.
It says, beset with snares on every hand, in life's uncertain path I stand. Father divine, diffuse thy light, to guide my doubtful footsteps right. Engage this frail and wavering heart, to choose wisely the better part, to scorn the trifles of the day, for joys that never fade away. Then let the wildest storms arise, let tempests mingle earth and skies. No fatal shipwreck shall I fear, but all of my treasures with me bear. If thou, my Father, still be nigh, cheerful live, and peaceful die.
Mm.
Cheerful live and peaceful die. Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Secure when mortal comforts flee, to find 10,000 worlds in thee.
Yeah,
that's deep.
That's a hymn.
Yeah.
Yeah, published hymn lyrics.
Yeah, by Philip Doddridge.
Wow. Yeah. So
that's cool.
I like it.
I'm just got wrapped up in it.
Got wrapped up.
Yep.
I like it.
I lied. I only have one more, and you have one more.
Fantastic.
Whoops.
Good. Let's show yours.
Okay. So mine is, I'm going to insert a picture here. It's the rabbit. Oh, over there. It's the rabbit sampler by Hemlock and Rye, and I keep it on my frame because it's a 46, and I was a weenie for a while. Now I'm a stud, so I can stitch on 56 count. So So what I've gotten working on, I don't know if I had it last time, but I got the dude is done, and then I got some significant work on the border. At first, I was kind of not having fun with the border, but it's actually really pretty, and I'm getting the pattern down for swinging it around. I'm almost halfway on the other side. No, I'm past halfway
going
across
that way.
Yeah. So
cool.
Yeah. There's that.
46, right? 46.
That's on 46 count. 46 count biscuit with all the called for 46 count biscuit by Roxy biscuit with all the called for. I bought it as a pack. It's my first kitted anything I've purchased from Fancy.
From anywhere. From anywhere fancy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
yeah. Cool.
And then I think our last one.
Oh yeah. It's on scroll bars. That's perfect. There we go. Oh, okay.
Goodness, great. I mean, I've seen it.
Hyperbole.
Oh my gosh.
Hyperbole. This is my
it looks so good.
birthday sampler.
Just those flowers on the left with the black encased in black.
Isn't that fun?
It just looks amazing.
It's almost kind of got like a folk art kind of feel to me. So I've got a few more flowers to put in there, but then you've got a house, and the flower pot is in this like.
I'll put a picture in too.
Super cool psychedelic urn, and then it's you'll see it in the picture, but I went all out. I want color crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And it's fun.
I know, but what's funny is that your color crazy still makes perfect sense. My color crazy, red and green. Oh, they just always go together.
Because Christmas is cool. Yeah.
Oh,
right.
Boy.
Right. I don't know. I know. I just took all my favorite colors. I love, I love bright colors, but I love muted colors. And so it's like all together. I'm at 30% done. Can you believe it? Because I feel like I have actually a lot more to go. But like 30% is pretty good.
I'll bet you I'm at like 4% done.
On yours?
On mine.
Yeah, but I have like 2 months advanced work on this.
Yeah, and you haven't been folding and stuffing patterns.
No, I haven't.
It is a joy in my life. It is a joy in my life.
Oh, good. I'm glad.
Yeah.
Could be worse. Could be worse things.
Well, no, I mean, we're so blessed. We are just so blessed that y'all purchase her patterns.
Yeah, and enjoy them.
Mm-hmm. Well, so here's the funny thing, is that I've been with this woman for 23 years.
Who?
You.
Oh.
Every single version of you, and she has been an artist. I mean, the whole time I've known her. And, she's gone through periods where she's produced paintings, whole bunches of different stuff. And yeah, it's nice to make money at art, but that's not really what she likes. When you guys share what you've done with her stuff, you don't see it, but I see how much it makes her smile and how much she loves it. And actually, personally, I love it so much that during Flosstubes, like my favorite part of a Flosstube is when they're talking about your designs. And I don't know. I just feel like we are really grateful for all your support and everything that you do to keep this little venture and adventure afloat and alive.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I really appreciate y'all.
Yeah.
So on that note, should we end this before it gets too uncomfortable?
Yeah.
Oh, too late. Okay.
I don't have anything else.
No, it's all good.
Okay.
We're done.
Okay.
Thanks, y'all.
Thanks. Bye.